St. John for USWA Wrestling here at the world-famous Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. I've been on tour with the USWA, and I've heard many, many things about the world-famous Sportatorium. And here tonight, we have got a super card of action. First of all, let me explain to our fans at home that a tremendous ice storm has hit the Dallas area today. And as a result, we have a very vocal crowd, but we have a crowd that is probably going to be a late arriving one. And we have got some phenomenal things that are going to be going on, but our thanks to the folks that are here tonight on a very cold night in Dallas, Texas. Also, I want to remind you fans here in the Metroplex area that Championship Wrestling here from the USWA resumes our Saturday morning TV taping on Saturday morning, January 19th, right here at the Sportatorium. The doors will open at 9 o'clock. There's plenty of free parking on Saturday, and the TV wrestling taping here at the Sportatorium will be absolutely free. That is here at the Sportatorium on Saturdays, starting January the 19th. Also, I want to run down our card tonight. We have Jeff Gaylord in action against Bubba Fangman. Also, you'll see the sensational, stunning Steve Austin with Genie in his corner to take on superstar Bill Dundee. On the card, we have gorgeous Kerry Young against Steve Dane. Hollywood John Tatum will take on Jimmy James. And our big main event, the Rock and Roll RPMs, Mike Davis and Kevin Dillinger with their manager, JC, will battle superstar Bill Dundee and Billy Joe Travis. Now, as you might realize, Craig Johnson is normally here as my sidekick, and he is doing basketball for a college team in Washington, D.C., and we'll look forward to having Craig back. But in the meantime, I have a very special guest here with me right now, and it's none other than one of Dallas and the Metroplex's favorites, Eric Embry, the flamboyant one. Eric, it's good having you here, and boy, are the fans glad to see you.
Oh, man, hey, not half as glad as I am to see them. You know, it's kind of an accident that I'm here. Everybody knows that I'm wrestling in Puerto Rico. Flying through the airport, the flight got canceled for all this snow. I'm about to freeze.
Oh, my goodness. This is probably a Puerto Rico get-up, right?
Yeah. You know, I called Max Andrews. I said, Max, please, I'm in town. Can I come and say hello to my family? So hello to every one of you, and I love you.
Eric, good having you with us. Hey, before you leave, do me a favor before you leave. Will you join me on some commentating with these matches?
Love to.
All right, Eric Embry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to action right after these messages on USWA Wrestling. Opening action here on USWA Wrestling, the Missouri Tiger Jeff Gaylord, who now refers to himself as the Supreme Dream, taking on Bubba Fangman. I almost said Frogman. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Michael St. John here at ringside. And I guess quite by accident, we've had a severe ice storm here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But I have a very special guest to join me here at ringside, and none other than the flamboyant Eric Embry. And I guess this is sort of like being home for you, Eric.
You know it is. Dallas always has held a soft spot in my heart because these people are really my family. And you know, yeah, it was an accident. The flight was canceled. I called Max Andrews, see if he'd let me come down and say hello. He agreed to it. I'm not here to wrestle. I wish I had known that there was going to be an ice storm. I could have brought my wrestling clothes and had a match because, you know, hey, this is homecoming. But, boy, you've got one big guy in the ring there in that Gaylord.
And Jeff Gaylord, the tough customer, sending Fangman into the ropes. Off he comes, takes the shoulder from Jeff Gaylord. Jeff Gaylord, tough customer, 6'7". Gaylord catches him with a body block again. Gaylord acting like an immovable object in the ring, Eric.
Yeah, I've been in there with him a few times, and he is almost immovable, but you got to give the kid credit for trying. Gaylord just showed his massive strength right there by catching him in midair.
Fangman down to the mat. Gaylord dropping on him with a big knee. Now showing his physique to the crowd and goes right after Bubba Fangman. Gaylord ordered off by the referee. The ice storm, of course, taking its toll on the crowd here at the Sportatorium. We see fans still coming in, but it has been a rough day. Some airplanes, I understand, problems on the runway here at DFW, and Eric, of course,
vouch for that.
I was going to say, living proof sitting right next to me, and the one and only Eric Embry. Eric, how's the wrestling style in Puerto Rico as compared to the United States? Any differences?
Well, no, not a whole lot. It's all basically professional wrestling anywhere you go. You know, I don't want the blonde hair to fool anybody. And the magazine articles that says flamboyant Eric Embry's back to his old ways. Well, I never really changed. just accept the people in Texas and Dallas and throughout the USWA are like family to me. And, you know, you take people like this Jeff Gaylord, who, you know, tremendous athlete. He doesn't have to resort to the ways he resorts to, but that's probably that Akbar. You know, Akbar probably has something to do with that.
Gaylord going right after Fangman, not giving the man a chance for a breath. Slams him into the buckle, puts him over the top rope. Gaylord right above us, choking at Bubba Fangman, and Gaylord with the match going his way without a doubt. He is one tough customer, Eric.
Yes, he is. You know, like I said, you got to give that Bobby credit for getting in there with him, but that's how you learn professional wrestling. And I've been in there against a whole lot more bigger than me. What's he up to now?
Top rope. Gaylord gonna come flying off. He's standing high above the ring on the top strand of rope. I just hope he doesn't fall backwards. Over and down he comes with a knee across the chest. Gaylord looks like he's going to try to ramp him up right here. He's going for the Supreme Dream. Can he set it? He does. 1, 2, 3. He got him. And the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, takes the match, the victory over Bubba Fangman.
Gaylord, like I said, I've been in there with him. He's certainly one of the toughest they come characters in wrestling. But, you know, a spade's a spade. I don't like him, and my family don't like him.
Eric Embry adding his commentary to Jeff Gaylord, getting the victory here in USWA Wrestling.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Gaylord touting Eric Embry. Eric.
And take on a real wrestler.
Uh-oh. You know, I didn't come to wrestle. I don't have my clothes. I wish I did. And the people know a lot of times I don't have to have my clothes. And you really don't want me up there, punk. You really don't want me up there.
Gaylord continuing to tout Eric Embry. Gaylord not getting his way. Headed out of the ring now. Eric, I must admire you for restraining yourself because obviously Jeff Gaylord trying to stir something up here.
Yeah, but you know, I haven't really changed a whole lot, you know. Maybe he's trying to set me up for something there, you know. I had a real rough 2 years of my life here in this building.
I understand that.
With Akbar.
Speaking of the devil.
I want to excuse myself for what I'm about to do, but I know this is probably got to be an obvious trap for me with Akbar. I don't like him, and I'm going to show you I ain't changed a bit.
Uh-oh, Eric Embry going up the Skandor. Akbar, he nailed him with a right hand. Akbar tossed into the ring. Eric Embry could not resist the temptation of Skandor Akbar coming at ringside. And Eric Embry is tearing into Skandor Akbar in the ring. And here comes gorgeous Gary Young from behind. 2 on 1, all of a sudden the odds have changed on Eric Embry. Eric Embry being kamikaze from behind by gorgeous Gary Young. Young in the ring, pounds Eric at the head. Akbar now holding him. They're going to take him to the floor, and down goes Eric Embry to the hardwood floor at the Sportatorium. Gorgeous Gary Young back to no good, slamming Eric Embry into the metal door across the way. Holy cow. Gorgeous Gary Young from behind going after Eric Embry again, putting his head into the metal door. They are into the parking lot. Look at this. Eric Embry has been lacerated. He's back into the Sportatorium now. Skandor Akbar going after him into the seats across the way, bringing him back toward the ring. Oh my goodness. This is a man that was stranded, if you would, in Dallas, Texas because of a plane flight. And now he is being worked over in the ring by gorgeous Gary Young with help from Skandor Akbar. Akbar tossing a metal chair in. Holy cow! Nails Eric Embry across the head. Akbar going, standing over him, taunting him. This is preposterous. I cannot believe that they are taking advantage of Eric Embry the way that they are. 2 on 1. Gorgeous Gary Young.
You would have talked ice. You would have talked up and needed. Ice storm.
Gary Young saying ice storm, going right after Eric Embry again. They are working him over. Here comes help from outside. Superstar Bill Dundee and Billy Joe Travis are in the ring, coming to the aid of Eric Embry. I don't believe anyone realized what was happening. Eric Embry injured in the ring. We'll check on his condition, and we'll be back with more action here on USWA Wrestling. Bill Dundee making his way down the aisle, had a momentary lapse there to stop and to give a little smooch to Tessa, although she's not in the wrestling business anymore.
I don't know where Jeff's plane is, but he's supposed to wrestle him, and he ain't getting no night off. He's going to wrestle me. Jeff's called. He's snowed in somewhere. So if he thinks he's getting the night off, he's wrong. You're going to wrestle, brother, me.
Jeff Jarrett scheduled for action here. Superstar Bill Dundee going to take his place because Jeff Jarrett's been detained.
Quit stuttering!
He's been detained.
Quit stuttering! What is going on? That's the poorest excuse for Jeff Jarrett that I've ever seen. Where is Jeff Jarrett? Come up with some answers right now.
I'm telling you, he is detained. You've got a contract, an open contract with the USWA, and you're going to wrestle Superstar Bill Dundee tonight.
I'm going to wrestle Superstar Bill Dundee. I signed to wrestle Jeff Jarrett, and I want Jeff Jarrett. And if I don't get Jeff Jarrett, I want a disqualification, a forfeit, whatever you want to call it. But I just won the match.
I don't think that's the way it works. You have an open contract with the USWA. Jeff Jarrett is stranded because of an ice storm that has hit the area. His plane cannot make it in. Bill Dundee is going to take his place. Right, Tony?
All right. Enough of your mumbling. All right, baby. You and me tonight. You and me. You'll be sorry you ever took his place. Shut up.
Stunning Steve Austin raising Kane at ringside because he's going to have to take on Superstar Bill Dundee, who is a last-minute replacement for Jeff Jarrett. Plane, of course, delayed because of the ice storm. And an open contract, the open door policy. Here comes.
I want Jeff Jarrett out here.
You can hear Austin adding comments. Superstar Bill Dundee came down the aisle in a good mood, stopped off to kiss the lovely Tessa, who is at ringside tonight. Of course, she is no longer wrestling or active in the wrestling business, back in school, but obviously the flame of romance still burning brightly between Superstar Billy and the lovely Tessa. Stunning Steve Austin, of course, accompanied to ringside by his valet, Jeannie, and they lock it up, collar and elbow. This match scheduled 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. Tony Falk, your USWA official in the ring. Superstar Bill Dundee and Stunning Steve Austin. This should be quite a match. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Austin's taken into the ropes, and he pushes Dundee away. Of course, Superstar Bill Dundee packs a mighty wallop in that frame of his, but in most cases, when he steps into the square circle, he gives away a lot of weight, and in this case, a lot of height. They lock it up again in the ring, arm barred by Billy, twisted around, reversed by Austin, goes with the right hand side of the jaw, and Superstar Bill Dundee evening the score on Stunning Steve Austin. Jeannie at ringside, showing her anxiousness, and now Austin coming out to confer with her. The lovely Jeannie, valet to Stunning Steve Austin. Austin seems to be a little bit amiss by the fact he has to take on Bill Superstar Dundee in the ring. Perhaps he was prepared to face Jeff Jarrett, perhaps a different game plan now having to be employed by Austin. But nevertheless, he's back in the squared circle, and they lock it up again. We want to remind our wrestling fans throughout the Metroplex that USWA Saturday morning television taping of wrestling returns on Saturday, January 19th. The doors open here at the Sportatorium at 9 o'clock. Of course, there's plenty of free parking on Saturday. Admission to the Saturday TV tapings beginning the 19th of this month are absolutely free. So we hope to see all our fans throughout the Metroplex here on Saturday morning for our live television taping starting on January 19th. We'll see all the stars of the USWA. And speaking of stars, many more stars shining brightly on the horizon for 1991 as the open door policy of the USWA attracting the best in professional wrestling. Superstar Bill Dundee going right after Austin. Austin claiming that the long blonde locks were pulled. Now he's complaining to referee Tony Falk. Now he's showing him something. Looks like he may be losing some of the hair at the back by ways of nature, not by ways of superstar Bill Dundee. Dundee's ready to lock it up again. There's fire in that man's eyes. Tony Falk ordering both men to lock it up again, and they do in the middle of the ring. Dundee. Over. Now has that forearm on Superstar Bill.
Yes, he did.
Austin may have, yeah, he did. There he goes again into the hair of Superstar Bill Dundee. Stunning Steve Austin. He has come quite a long way in his wrestling prowess in the USWA. He is a strong, tough customer. And he is taking the fight to Bill Dundee, but now Dundee using some of his own medicine to get back at Steve Austin. Jeannie indicating at ringside that Austin's hair was full. The fans disagreeing with both her and Stunning Steve. Tony Falk now warning Austin about his tactics. They lock it up again. Collar and elbow goes to the half Nelson. Dundee with the advantage. Takedown scored. And Dundee follows him down to the mat. Superstar Billy with the advantage, barring the arm of Stunning Steve Austin.
Shut up, you see my hair.
Referee Tony Falk asking Austin if he wants to give it up. Nothing doing. A lot of fight left in that man, I can assure you. Dundee adding a twist to the arm. Drops it up and under again. Austin goes for the reversal. Manages it. Now puts the elbow to the back of the neck. And Dundee is down to the canvas. Torturous match in the ring right now. Two men matching their best with each other. Stunning Steve Austin prepared to take on sensational Jeff Jarrett tonight. Jeff's plane delayed. And Bill Dundee stepping into the squared circle, going right after Austin. Now Austin with the advantage. Puts the head into the turnbuckle. Dundee sent to the ropes. Austin catches him with the elbow coming off. Steve goes for the pin. 1, 2. 2 count was all he got. Dundee out from underneath. Slings that right hand. Another right. And now Austin gouging at the eyes. And Dundee draped against the ropes. The volley followed by Austin. Dundee going for the drop kick. Misses it, and he's flat on his back. Referee Tony Falk checking with him to see if he is able to continue the match, and indeed he is. Austin going scoop slam, drops him to the mat. Austin's power now beginning to take over in this match on Superstar Bill Dundee, but I can assure you, for as long as I've known Billy, as long as there's breath left in the body, there's fight left in the man. Austin from the top rope. Dundee out of the way. Austin down. Dundee going after him. Pounding away. Uh-oh, here comes Jeannie. She's going after Dundee. She just tackled him. Here comes Tessa. Tessa has hit the ring out of the crowd. She's going after Jeannie, and they're mixing it up in the ring. Austin and Dundee are mixing it up in the ring. Tessa and Jeannie are rolling around. Referee Tony Falk has ordered the bell, trying to restore order. We have got a wild melee, and out of nowhere comes, this is the yes it is. This is the California Stud in the ring, going after Dundee. It's 3-on-2, the Stud and Austin working over Dundee. In the meantime, the ladies have each other locked up in the ring. Jeannie and Tessa rolling around. Dundee being manhandled by both the California Stud and Steve Austin. Genie now gotten the best of by Tessa. Tessa still rolling around. What a wild turn of events we have in this match. Tessa now still standing in the ring. It looks like she's ripped part of the clothing away from Genie. In the meantime, superstar Bill Dundee, the worse for wear, across the ring. Here comes Billy Joe Travis and a host of others. Jimmy James in the ring, coming to the aid of Bill Dundee. Tessa trying to keep Genie out of the action, and she was preoccupied. In the meantime, Bill Dundee waylaid in the ring by the California Stud and Steve Austin, and they look mighty proud of their accomplishments. We'll check on the condition of Bill Dundee, and we'll be back for more action right after this. Superstar Bill Dundee has come down to ringside. Bill, I wasn't expecting you here, but I know you've obviously got something on your mind.
There's a couple of things I wasn't expecting, just what happened right there. Now, Jeff Jarrett and I's got to wrestle RPMs next week. That was already signed. So we're going to do that, and we're going to beat you two boys up. Now, there's three bleached blondes that think they're the most gorgeous thing that ever walked around here. That's Austin, the California Stud, and that hussy Ginny Clark. Well, I'm going to tell you two punks something. 1-on-1, there's 2-on-1, you awful bad. Oh, you as bad as they come. Well, next week, Jeff Jarrett's going to be in my side. 2-on-2, and we're gonna beat you up, brother. You can call it lights out, you can call it the last tango in Dallas, but we taking you out, brother, because we nipping this in the bud before it gets started. There's no more back jumping, there's no more back fighting. We taking you two punks out. Now, there's more women standing right here, Jeannie, than you ever seen in your life. You stay in your corner, and nothing will happen. But if you get near the ringside, she's pulling you bald-headed, you hussy, you.
Superstar Bill Dundee obviously upset. He has just said that there's an added match. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to have to check with Bob. Is that an extra? There has been a match add, okay? And Eric Embry has been added to the card. Okay, hold on a second. Let me make a correction here, and we'll review the card for next week here at the Sportatorium in Dallas. Next Friday night right here at the Sportatorium. We've had some changes in the card already on the show. The action, of course, opens up at 8 o'clock. Opening match, Hollywood John Tatum will take on Steve Dane. And then a change, I've just been informed by the truck and by the folks with the USWA. Gorgeous Gary Young and Skandor Akbar will take on Eric Embry next week here at the Sportatorium. Plus, there'll be a ladies' match. Naughty Natalie against Sweet Georgia Brown. Billy Joe Travis will be in action against the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord. The main event is Jeff Jarrett and superstar Bill Dundee against the RPMs, Mike Davis and Kevin Dillinger with JC. And a special added match on top of all of that. Like I said, the card has been changed already. A special added match next Friday night here at the Sportatorium as Jeff Jarrett and Bill Dundee will come back in the ring after the main event. They'll be accompanied by Tessa. They'll take on the California Stud and Stunning Steve Austin, and Genie will be in their corner. So, like Bill said, it's a lights-out match, an extra match, whatever you want to call it. But all of that action will be next Friday night right here at the Sportatorium. The action starts at 8 o'clock. Of course, tickets go on sale at 9 o'clock in the morning here at the Sportatorium box office. If you need more information, I've got a number for you. It's 565-9261. And as always, our military personnel are admitted free with a current ID. Plus, not next Saturday, but Saturday the 19th of January, circle it on your calendar because the USWA television taping will resume here at the Sportatorium on the 19th of January, and that's absolutely free. Free parking, free admission, all of that coming up on the 19th. But I guarantee you, you won't want to miss all the action, the fireworks for 1991 getting started right off the bat next Friday night right here at the Sportatorium, corner of Cadiz and Industrial in Dallas. Let's get to the ring with our next match here on USWA Wrestling. This man needs no introduction. He's the Dog of War, and he'll be in action against Khris Germany. And the Dog of War making his way into the ring, and this is one of the roughest looking individuals I think I have ever come across in professional wrestling. Khris Germany, young up-and-comer. And we are about ready to get underway. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Your referee is John Renesto, and here we go. Dog of War. Very obvious who this man is. He has it written on his arm. And the Dog of War goes right after Khris Germany, taking the fight right after the youngster. Boy, oh boy. Here's the whip into the ropes, and the Dog of War going after Khris Germany. Up under with the neck breaker. The ice storm in Dallas taking its toll tonight, but fans continue to mingle into the sportatorium here in the late going of championship wrestling. There's another neck breaker, and Germany goes down again at the hands of the Dog of War. And I tell you, this is a very brave bunch of fans, and it's certainly good to see this crowd show up despite adverse conditions here at the sportatorium tonight. Germany being manhandled by the Dog of War. That's all you can say. Dog of War has not let on an inch. Now Khris Germany with the reversal. There's a nice back body drop. Just as I said that, Germany comes up with a nice reversal on the Dog of War and takes the fight right to him. When you've got a tough customer like the Dog of War, youth and exuberance can take its toll, and there you saw it. Dog of War going after Germany and has got the pin. What a rugged individual. Dog of War. Victorious here on USWA Wrestling. St. John back with you on USWA Wrestling. This match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Gorgeous Gary Young in the ring, accompanied by General Skandor Akbar. He'll take on young Steve Dane, and they're ready to lock it up. Having the opportunity to come to the sportatorium in Dallas for wrestling action reminds me of all the great wrestling fans all over the country watching USWA Wrestling. It's great to have you with us from Los Angeles, California, to the harbor in Boston. Thanks for joining us here on USWA Wrestling. Dane taking the fight right to Gary Young. Gary Young with a nice hip toss goes in after the elbow. Dane coming up, standing drop kick. Gary Young down to the canvas twice. Dane arm drag, takedown. One more time, no. He telegraphed it. Gary Young read it well and came back with a short arm scissor, or check that, a short arm whip. And away he went. Gary Young putting the head into the turn. Look out, here's Eric Embry out of nowhere. Flamboyant Eric Embry out of nowhere comes into the ring after gorgeous Gary Young. He's got payback on his mind. Steve Dane keeping Skandor Akbar at bay, and Young and Eric Embry in the middle of the ring, tearing it up now. Here come the wrestlers. The dressing rooms are emptying. Billy Travis in the ring. Superstar Bill Dundee, the RPMs are in the ring. Jeff Gaylord, they're separating them. Referee Tony Falk trying to restore order. Oh my goodness, this is two runaway freight trains in the middle of the ring. They both want each other in the worst way. They both want to put each other out of wrestling in the worst way. This is a renewal of a bitter and bloody feud between General Skandor Akbar and his army, and obviously Eric Embry and his family of friends and fans. The dressing rooms have emptied. You can see the wrestlers in the ring trying to separate Eric Embry and gorgeous Gary Young. Finally being separated. Young being held on the floor. Eric Embry being held from behind. Gary Young got the victory in the match over young Steve Dane for outside interference. But in the meantime, it has broken loose again. A pure brawl between these wrestlers. gorgeous Gary Young being now shoved back up the aisle, and there he goes. Gary Young heading back into the ring. Now Eric Embry going back after him, and they're at each other's throat again. Embry and Gary Young have not had enough yet. We have got to get order restored here.
Happy New Year!
Hope you're enjoying all the wrestling action from the USWA. Hollywood John Tatum makes his way into the squared circle. A very bright and colorful outfit this young man is wearing. A very unpredictable wrestler, I might add. Hollywood John Tatum will be tested by Jimmy James on USWA Wrestling right now. The bell is rung. Your referee is John Renesto. This match is scheduled for a one-fall, 15-minute time limit. And, like I said, Hollywood John Tatum, a little unpredictable, offering to shake hands with Jimmy James, and indeed he does. Nice clean break as they lock it up, collar and elbow one more time. James foot to the ropes. Tatum rearing back. Will he back off? Indeed he will. The action hot and heavy on a cold, bitter, wintry, blustery day in Dallas, Texas from the world-famous Sportatorium. Michael St. John calling the action. And for Craig Johnson, who is in Washington, probably in a warmer climate, calling action at a basketball game. Arm bar now. Applied by Tatum. Tatum backing James into the ring. I want to thank all these fans. I think I've done it once before today, but I want to thank these fans for being so brave and braving the elements and coming to the Sportatorium to see some red-hot wrestling action from the USWA. Tatum locks it up with James, collar and elbow. James takes the side headlock from Hollywood John Tatum. You think the action has been hot from the ring, from ringside today. 1991, I'm sure, has a heat wave of action from the USWA. Nice backslide by James, count of two, almost had him locked up. And Hollywood John Tatum taken by surprise. Tatum looking astonished in the ring, asking the referee about a fast count. The referee's saying, no, sir. You had your shoulders down. Tatum, quite a professional in the ring, has a great sense of ring knowledge. In that, I mean, he knows exactly where he is operating at every second he's in the ring. And right now, he takes a point on the opponent's body, this being the left knee, the back of the left knee, and going after the weakened part of Jimmy James' knee with a couple of kicks. Now it goes in. He may be going for some kind of submission hold here. He's going for a reverse figure four. He has James wrapped up on his shoulders. 1, 2, 3. And Hollywood John Tatum takes the victory over Jimmy James. In a reverse figure four fashion, just wrapped him up and took the count. Hollywood John Tatum victorious today on USWA Wrestling. We'll be back. The Ice Baby giving his own little rap rendition as he introduces the RPMs, Mike Davis and Kevin Dillinger. This match is scheduled one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and we're ready to go. Billy Joe Travis in the ring against Kevin Dillinger. And without a doubt, the fans quickly taking sides. No doubt about who they'll side with. And Billy Joe Travis, superstar Bill Dundee, gets the favoritism of the fans. This JC character, I don't know. I guess it's a fact of life that some people march to a different drummer. This guy playing a tune all his own, rapping away. He's got the word ice emblazoned in his hair. I don't know if we can pick up a shot of that on camera, but it just says ice He calls himself the Ice Baby. Action back in the ring. Billy Joe Travis taking a side headlock on Kevin Dillinger. Dillinger sends him to the ropes. Catches him with a shoulder coming off. Travis leapfrogs up. Reversal, reversal, reversal. Whoa! And Dillinger sent over the ropes. Referee Tony Falk distracted as Kevin Dillinger hit the wooden floor at the Sportatorium with a bang. Now Dundee going over, adding a little insult to injury. That hip toss was one that lasted for about 14 feet, and I wasn't quite sure what it was leading up to because each man was successfully blocking and reversing that. But Travis got the last reversal, and Kevin Dillinger went cascading out of the ring. And he may have gone over the top rope. I couldn't tell from this angle at ringside. RPM's tagging out Mike Davis to make his first appearance in the match. Billy Joe awaiting Mr. Davis, but Davis a little leery of what's to come. Now he locks it up. Backs Billy Joe Travis up into the corner and begins to pound at his chin with the right hand. Travis with the reversal. Davis sent to the top of the high hip toss. Off he comes. Into the ring comes Kevin Dillinger. He is met with the right hand. And now JC is on the apron arguing with Tony Falk that Billy Joe Travis used the tights to gain that advantage. Hope you're enjoying all the wrestling action from the USWA. Action coming to you direct from the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. A building emblazoned in wrestling history. One of the oldest continuous buildings to host wrestling action in the United States. High double back body drop as Dundee got the tag from Billy Joe Travis. Goes after Davis. Goes for the pin. Look at this. Kevin Dillinger is doing the damage on RPM Mike Davis. Davis, I think, has had all he can stand. Look at him. Davis doesn't quite know what state he's in, much less what arena. He's in his own corner while he makes the tag to Dillinger. Superstar Bill Dundee working with the crowd. Davis turning around, looks as if he wants to pop Kevin Dillinger. The RPM's now tagged. And Dillinger returns to the squared circle. Superstar Bill Dundee, Kevin Dillinger, the RPMs. Now Dillinger wants to get a little conversation going with his partner. They're ready to lock it up in the ring. Hammerlock. Dundee taking Dillinger down. Dundee exchanging words with JC, and it is not a friendly exchange. Dundee maintaining the pressure on the hammerlock. Dillinger backs him into the ropes. Away we go. Dillinger crisscrossing in the ring. Dundee's just watching. And look at this. The strut by Dundee. The fans get a kick out of that. And Ice Baby JC is livid. Here we go again. Dillinger with the crisscross. And he's going to start up again. Dundee moving in. Backs him away. Oh, look at that. A trick out of the book of the Harlem Globetrotters, perhaps. A superstar Bill Dundee nails Dillinger with the right hand. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back for the exciting conclusion of this match right after this.
I just couldn't stop myself.
Hear private confessions. Call 1-900-246-1900.
I've never told anyone this before.
Innermost secrets are being revealed on private adult confessions. Call 1-900-246-1900 to listen in on them now. That's 1-900-246-1900. Only $1 per minute, $2 the first. Adults only, please.
He came to avenge a murder.
What I did tonight, I did for my family.
Now he's facing the ultimate challenge.
That's him, a born killer.
Beat the guy, I have to. Damn strong. Now what's it gonna be? Damn proud.
It's going to be simple.
Damn right. Van Damme is Lionheart. Rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
There's a good chance the last thing you want to spend your money on right now is car insurance premiums. Unfortunately, many of us have seen rather large increases in our car insurance premiums sometime this year. The good news is, at Standard Insurance, we're offering up to 25% in discounts for good drivers who qualify. Call Standard today and compare our rate with what you're currently paying. One short phone call could save you hundreds of dollars in car insurance premiums, and that just makes good sense. Call Standard today.
If you have an idea for a new product, then you know about the high risk all inventors face on the road to discovery. But I'd like to tell you about a company that can help. Call the National Idea Center right now and you'll receive free confidential forms. It's a fact that most new ideas never hit the marketplace. But if you decide to take the chance, call the National Idea Center and you'll receive free information. Call their local office right now.
In the meantime, Billy Joe Travis trying to rally superstar Bill Dundee. Dundee coming back against Dillinger. Right-hand side of the face, Dillinger backs him over into his corner. And Mike Davis waylaid him from behind. Well, a microphone here at the Sportatorium becoming a popular place for both Billy Joe Travis and JC the Ice Baby to reside. Travis now getting sick and tired of what's going on, tries to enter the ring, but he is pushed back to his corner by referee Tony Falk. In the meantime, the RPMs continue to exchange places without virtue of a tag. And Dillinger with the advantage on Dundee. Dundee trips him up. Good move. Now let's see if Billy can make it to his corner. He's in the wrong corner. Dundee looking to make it to his corner. And Dillinger caught him with a short clothesline. The left arm of Bill Superstar Dundee being rendered helpless at the hands of the RPM. Fans coming with a rally cry of go, go, go. Dundee trying to find his corner to make the tag. RPM Mike Davis pounding away at the Superstar. He's going after his corner, but he's blocked again by Dillinger. Referee Tony Falk now trying to separate the RPMs and send Mike Davis back to his corner. Dillinger catches a right hand under the chin from Billy Joe Travis, floored him. Dundee immediately and instinctively went for the cover, but was kicked off by Mike Davis. Dundee trying to rally, the RPMs trying for victory here. Two of the top tag teams in the nation, and certainly in the USWA, locking horns at the Sportatorium. Dundee caught by Dillinger. It's not a pretty match, but it is a certainly unique, wild affair, and the tag is made, and here comes Billy Joe Travis. Right hands delivered to both the RPMs. There's one for Davis. Picks them both up. Noggin knocker. They're out on their feet. Dundee now going for the sleeper on Dillinger. Mike Davis being sent to the ropes. Referee Tony Falk went down as Dundee has the sleeper on Dillinger. Now that's been dropped. Billy Joe Travis has Mike Davis pinned, but now JC enters the ring and pounds away at the side of the face, and he may have had an object. 1, 2, this may be the match. It is. So the RPMs will get a tainted victory with help from their manager, JC, the Ice Baby. as he leaped in the ring, and he may have had something covering his hand. I'm not quite sure, but whatever he hit Billy Travis with, Travis went down in a bundle. And the match concludes with a victory for the RPMs. And here on USWA Wrestling, boy, we have had quite a show. We hope you've enjoyed all the action, and we appreciate you being with us. Now, I want to talk to you real quickly about the card in Dallas next Friday night. Let's run it down real quick. Hollywood John Tatum against Steve Dane. Gorgeous Gary Young with Skandor Akbar in a big match against Eric Embry. In the girls match, Naughty Natalie against Sweet Georgia Brown. Billy Joe Travis against Missouri Tiger Jeff Gaylord. Tag team action, Jeff Jarrett and Superstar Bill Dundee will battle these RPMs with JC. And an extra added attraction at the Sportatorium in Dallas next Friday night. Jeff and Bill will be back in the ring with Tessa in their corner. They'll take on the California Stud and Stunning Steve Austin. They'll be accompanied by the voluptuous Jeannie. We hope you've enjoyed all the action here on USWA Wrestling. Remember, we'll resume our television tapings free on Saturday starting the 19th of January. In the meantime, you make your plans to be with us next Friday night right here at the Sportatorium. For the USWA, Michael St. John saying so long, everyone.